Hello everyone, Galidorn back again after a long time playing Raid Shadow Legends. Of course, I have been playing the game throughout all this time since my last video, but there really hasn't been a whole lot interesting going on in the game other than the Ostrid fusion that I wasn't participating in, and then the subsequent Hero's Path to get the soul for her. And because I haven't been doing these events, there hasn't been anything else really compelling going on in the game for me, so I've just been going through the normal sort of grind day to day.
I keep it real!
And for this Hero's Path, there really wasn't anything in here that interested me that I would be really willing to deplete resources to go after, because I only have 30 mortal soul stones, which only would be 3,000 points. Plus, I would have to go in and deplete a lot of my champ training resources that I had been building back up. So there really wasn't much going on because I didn't pursue the fusion activities around Eostrid. But that is an important time, though, because as casual free-to-play, you do need these cooling off periods to build your resources back.
I certainly am, sir. I didn't realize we had any battle plans.
As you can see, I've built back my brews, coming slowly back up over 1,000 each. And I do have lots of chickens remade, both actual chickens.
I think I'll take 2 chickens.
And champion chickens. So once again, I'm going to be very well set up for any activity that I do want to pursue, whether it be another fusion, for the upcoming champion that everyone's voting on right now.
We needed a leader, someone to lead the way.
Or some other activity that I may want to pursue. And having said that, there was the Community Weeks Titan event that popped up here. I'm not sure if I was dreaming about that, but it's gone now. But
tell me where the target is before I kick you in the nuts.
I'm sure it was here, and it was for Lady Mikage souls. You know, like the last Armand's fusion, where each tier had a different level of soul for Armand's. I saw the same thing for Lady Mikage, but now it's gone. It was a Community Weeks Titan event. And I looked on the Plarium Play schedule, and there's nothing about it. There's the Community Weeks thing, but it doesn't say anything about a Titan event. Very strange. You can let me know if you saw that too, or am I just hallucinating that, because it's really weirded me out, actually. So anyway, the point of today is that I'm going to show a couple of teams, actually. One is a team that I've referred to quite often before if you watched this channel in the tag team. It's a team that I refer to as The Wall.
All in all, you're just another brick in the wall.
And right now it is the team that I have set on my defense. Drang in the lead, with UDK, Helikath, and Mithrala. And this team is, again, like the Doom Tower Wave team that I'm going to also reference. Basically a free-to-play team, because we have 2 fusions in Drang and Helikath.
Aw, man, this is some old bullshit.
Although, as I've said before, I've pulled Drang and I've pulled Helikath. I didn't fuse these guys. UDK, of course, was the sign-in champ from long ago, and Mithrala Lifebane was what you get through Hydra. So I won't go into in-depth in gameplay, but I just do want to touch on it, because you've seen me use this team quite often before. You've seen them operate in my various tag team videos, so you know basically how they operate.
Listen, you do not know shit about fuck, my man.
But I just want to show you that a couple of interesting things that have happened with this team as of late. I'm also going to show the Doom Tower wave clearing team with Armands that I talked about in an earlier video. I promised how I was going to show their progression through the Doom Tower as a wave clearing team. So I'm also going to talk about that. So I just had to record this a little while back when I was checking out the defensive battle log for this team, and I was quite surprised actually in that there was an enormous amount of victories in comparison to the number of defeats. Now this is a bit unusual. This team doesn't have this record. However, this seemed quite extraordinary to me at this time, so I just had to, you know, show the potential. Now, yes, this is not platinum. These are not high-level teams. It is gold 5, and it does seem that there's quite a few people who hit this team over and over again, as they probably couldn't believe that they were being defeated by such a team that they think they could easily outspeed and beat easily.
Fucking what the fucking fuck? Who the fuck
And now hit record again on the end of a fight. I know that's pretty odd to do, but however, once this fight is done, you're going to see exactly what team they beat. And as you can see, the team wasn't really in trouble at the end anyway. Not well down on health or anything. So it seems that it beat the team fairly easily. But you will see here that this was a team it really had no business in beating. Yes, I know that Lady Mikage is fairly new, unascended, leveling up. But, however, the other Mythics in this all-Mythic team of nearly 500 power must have been really OP. As you can see, our base is 4-star level ascended, Mesomel is 3-star, and Androck is 2-star. And so you can see it in the battle log here. As you can see, I've beaten a number of other teams, but then afterwards I went in and checked the battle log on the defense again, and it was 3 out of 4 this time. Now again, the teams aren't particularly powerful, and Armand's is generally an Achilles heel to this team, along with Yumeko. So those two there are, yeah, the team would have a hard time beating that one. However, that is an Armand's-led team, but not a very powerful one. But you can see once again that it's holding its own on the defensive side. So just quickly want to show you the makeup of this team, how it's put together. So I really didn't do much with the AI. I kind of let them decide what they're going to do themselves. Drang seems to use Exalted Pyre first unless he needs to use the Death Balance to heal. It doesn't seem that he prioritizes one or the other. I think his AI might actually be already set to use whatever he needs. So I just kind of leave him at just the standard. With UDK, I got him doing his rats off to you, so for damage or for CC, he might be usually going against people who've got the block buffs up, and then I'll have him prioritize his heals and his shields after that. And then with Helicath, I just want him putting up the devoted servants as much as possible. Now, of course, that might be a hindrance, going against a Wukong or something, putting up the block buffs, and then he's going to be wasting it. But that's what I've got him set on the defense anyway. And then Mithrala, I've just got her doing whatever she wants to do as well. Usually she'll come off with her A3. However, because this team is going second, I'm just assuming that there's going to be debuffs and then heals and shields need to be coming on. And I wouldn't want her putting the A2 into big shields and block buffs and stone skin and all that kind of stuff. I should say block debuffs. So that's the way I've got it set up. And just looking at the builds, I think I may have shown you these builds before, but I'll just go through it quickly again. They're actually nothing spectacular on the builds. So the key really here is I do have my Mithrala in Stone Skin. My UDK is not in Stone Skin. Most people will be suspecting that UDK will be in the Stone Skin, but I find that it's better to have Mithrala in the Stone Skin so she can withstand and then be able to clear all the junk off that comes onto it. And because people are preparing for UDK and Stone Skin, it might be a bit of a trip up in the way they approach the team to be a bit surprised. UDK is in a shield set, and that might seem a little weird because I got my Helicath in a bolster set, so they don't combine. But however, I built my UDK quite a long time ago, and I did want him, this was actually before the bolster set came out, and I did want him in a big shield when I first built him for the arena. But I haven't really changed it. I've looked into trying to change it, maybe put him in a bolster set to kind of break up this team for tag team arena defense, but I haven't found the right combination to replace the whack-load amount of defense that I put on him. With a fair amount of HP, I know it's not a great amount of HP, but it's a decent amount. He's got a bit of accuracy, which is good, like him to land the decreased attack and the fears. The speed, he's not slow, so he's not super slow DK, not very fast either. He's good enough that he goes last on this team. But still, he's not so slow as that he becomes useless in the fight. And of course, the real key to this team, the damager, he is in reflex actually, not because so much of what Reflex does, although that is a very good benefit to get him cycling through his abilities, you know, for the heals and for the damage as well, as quickly as possible. But mainly because of the stats that were set up. He didn't need an accuracy chest, so I was looking for an HP chests, 6-star, and then speed on the boots, of course, because he's actually quite fast for, you know, someone who's kind of like tanky and whatnot. He's got 232 speed, which makes him the fastest on the team, actually. And that's a little bit of a drawback. I'd like him to be a bit slower than Mithrala. Mithrala is a little bit behind him in speed, but that's just the way it worked out. I've tried to adjust it, but things have not just worked out to get Mithrala faster than Drang. Because especially when you're facing like bomb teams and stuff, it'd be nice to ensure that Mithrala cleanses the bombs off of Drang before they kill him. However, I find a lot that she will go in front of him. So I think that Drang's, because he's in the lead, I think that all the turn meter effects that get him pulled back go on to him, and because Mithrala is in the stone skin, she gets to go ahead of him usually anyway. Of course, you got crit rate on the gauntlets for him. Now the weird thing is, when I had him built, he was over 100k, but I'm not quite sure what happened. He's dropped down now to 97. I think it might have had something to do with the blessing.
The blessing.
I think Smite may have had more HP for him, and then they rebalanced all the blessings, because that's when he dropped down to under 100 is when they rebalanced the blessings. So he's right now at 97, and I said I'd like him to be over 100, but I mean that's where he is right now. And finally, of course, we have Helicath here, and he's one of my 2 Helicaths that I mentioned before. He is the one that I use in the arena mostly, although I will use the second one sometimes. But he is the one in the bolster set. That's why I prioritized HP on him over defense, although he has almost 5k defense. The other Helicath has a little less HP, but over 5k defense. And of course, that's why I have Drang in the lead with the big HP lead, because that boosts up Helicath's bolster shield. And see, there's nothing spectacular on these builds. It's a nice bit of resistance on the Helicath. I think that was more as a consequence of just, it wasn't an intended thing, just the way the gear fleshed out for him. He's at 200 speed, so you know he's there to throw up the block damage, because everyone on this team is expected to go a second. So generally, they get hit, they get all their stuff. Mithrala then survives everything because she's in the stone skin, clears it all off. Hopefully everyone survived. Drang will come back with his equalization heal, which, because Mithrala should still be at full health, brings everyone back to full health. Then we got Helicath coming in. He throws up the block damage, and then UDK, you know, he comes out, and as I showed you, that's why on the defense he comes out with his A2 as a damager to hit back, and hopefully also to put on the decrease attack and fear. So just following up, I promised quite a while ago that I would show you the end result of the Doom Tower wave clearer team that I created out of the free-to-play chaps. And I'm just going to show you now how it can clear the final wave just before the current iteration of the Frost Spider Doom Tower card. As you can see here, I've already cleared up through this rotation. And to be honest, I did not use this team again on the More 2. I tried to, it didn't pass through, and I had to modify the team around a little bit. And once again, I did not save that team. So one of these days I'm going to remember, when I clear a More 2 wave high up, I'm going to save that friggin' team. Yeah. But this wave is fairly difficult because it does have Rhodoses and Siphies, and these Gurgos are really quite a pain when you get to the last. And I've done this a couple times with this team. I can usually do it with auto full on, The only interference I have to make is I have to target the Cephei on the second wave. And once again, I haven't set up any kind of AI on this this team, and I don't really think it's beneficial to do so, because there's no specific thing you have to hold back in any of the waves, and the fights go on pretty long, and everything gets pretty mixed up anyway. So as you can see on this first wave, this can be a real problem. Because of those rain beasts, and we all know about the rain beasts, how friggin' unkillable they can become and make the team, not unkillable I should say, but very hard to kill with the rain beast abilities. And yeah, unkillable because you got Death Santa over there as well. But because of all the block buffs that is going on from Wukong, this team takes care of this the first wave pretty easy. And not only the block buffs Wukong, but the stripping ability of it. And of course the stuns coming from Armand's sheeping, so yeah, it pretty much nullifies this first wave. Again, the team is not quick, not designed to be quick. And the thing is, I still don't have a blessing put on Armand's. Still haven't made up my mind. So here, yes, I do go in, I target the Cephei. Now, of course, the problem here is that the Rhoduses could go off, because the times that this team is not successful, it's because the Rhoduses are going off over and over and over again.
Let's be smart and bring it off.
Then the Mountain Kings hit really hard. So Armand's on this wave is really quite out of the fight for a lot. Ugh. And they keep targeting Dreng. And if they ever get enough to block revive, usually I'm screwed. Because Dreng, of course, he gets knocked down on his HP, so his HP balance doesn't work very well. Really kind of rely on the Mithrala here. Yeah, the Mountain Kings just keep killing Armands over and over again. So this wave is really quite hairy. Okay, now the Cephei's gone. It's good. Okay, the hope here is that they get petrified. No petrification there. But it's good, the Rhodos haven't had many turns. Okay, he didn't block revive him. See, now this is very difficult. Dreng's HP is quite down. I do have Reaper on Wukong, so that's a good benefit. Ugh. This is something that usually doesn't happen very much, is Dreng going down. He'll go down again. Yeah, this has probably got to be one of the most difficult waves in the entire of the Doom Tower. Because once you're done with it, you're really not set up well for... Oh! I was worried he was going to get block 5 there. Oh, Jesus, they hit so hard. There, okay, there goes. Now, see, now they've totally not gone well here for the last one. Armand is not going to get in time. Dreng goes down again, not good. Oh, and Armand was dead so much he didn't have time for his A3 ability to come back around. Wukong coming clutch with stuns though. And there we go. And yeah, I think we got this one in the bag. As I said, it's not 100% on this wave, but it's up there, it's close. Not used to Dreng going down so much though all the time. Maybe it's not. Fuck those Gurgos, man. Oh, how annoying are they? Oh. Come on with the Reaper. Oh, come on. All right, that's good. Yeah, let's finish off these Frost Bringers. Bring no Frost. And so there you go. So this team pretty much autos all of at least this rotation of Doom Tower Hard waves. Like I said, had to mess it around a little bit on the War 2 waves. Had to intervene a little bit on some of the other waves using this team. But for the most part, you know, I would say it's 90% full clear on auto. And yes, okay, had to interfere on this one a little bit to target the CP, make sure they target the CP. But that was it. And as you can see, it is close and it's not fast, but it works. As a follow-up, I'm going to show you something that happened, which is a first for me. It happened very shortly after that clear that I just showed you for my Doom Tower Wave team. It was my first completion of a rare secret room in the Doom Tower Hard. It was Secret Room 5, Rare Attack Champions. And I've done this, I've tried this a number of times, never really thought I could do it. So this is the reason why it's only recorded at the end. I decided to just flip on the recorder to see if maybe this time it would work, and it actually did. You see just Gallic and Coldheart here still alive. They were my only level 60s on this team. I did have War Maiden. You see her dead on the ground there. She's at level 50, and then there was 2 level 40s. So I'm not sure if they nerfed this or not, because I don't know if I just got extremely lucky on this one. But I did manage to do it with a fairly weak team, actually. The only thing I did was I went in and I upgraded some gear. Everyone was already fully booked, so I didn't do anything really major, but there it is. It's my first rare secret room clear. And in doing that, it led to another first. As you can see, Gallic, Coldheart, War Maiden, Elhain, and Kate, which fully booked and had fully level 6 gear on, but still only at level 40. But as you'll see here, it was Secret Room 5, Rare Attack Champions. And this is something that I've been trying to do, like I said, for quite a while. And it has led to my first ever full clear of a Doom Tower Hard iteration. So, a first for this account. Doom Tower Hard, full clear, all secret rooms included. Okay guys, so that's what I've been up to on the account since I last checked in quite a while ago. Again, nothing too spectacular happening in terms of events and whatnot, but a couple of interesting developments for the account itself that I showed you. So I hope you enjoyed that and maybe got a little bit of an insight on how casual free-to-play can, face up to some of the spenders and also, to the hard content in the game. So I hope the fusion went well for you. I hope you're enjoying Yostred. I hope you're, on your way to getting her souls. Hope everything else is well in your life. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.